Hello and welcome to me, Healer K, to your July 2020 Astro Tarot energy reading. And as last month, it will be the same, that there will be two parts. The first part is the general about the astrological horoscope energies for July. And then in the second part, I will go into each zodiac house and each sign, rising sign, to see what's will happening just for you. So, okay, let's start. And I has put out the 12 zodiac signs here: the Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. And beneath every card I put the planets that are in each sign, and also the lunar eclipse and the new moon, and also where we have the North Node and the South Node. And the changes we can see from June is that now has Aries ruler Mars did enter Aries at the 28th of June, and now Mars will stay here in Aries for almost 6 months. Usually it stays 6 weeks in each sign, but it will go, now it goes direct, and later on it will go retrograde, and then again go direct. So in January next year, Mars will proceed to Taurus. And what's more new here is that here in Capricorn, we will have Jupiter and Pluto come together. So in a conjunction, so it will be Jupiter that stands for abundance and Pluto for transformation. So when they come together, they can create great wealth and opportunities, create resources. And what more? Yeah. And then on the 2nd of July, Saturn retrogrades into the Capricorn to finish off what the triad started there in the eclipse in January. And it will stay there until mid of December, before it will continue over into Aquarius finally. Okay, and the 5th of July we will have a lunar eclipse, a quite small minor lunar eclipse in Capricorn, but the energy of a lunar eclipse is where we need to make changes. And this card states that Capricorn, moon in Capricorn is about accomplishment. And that's the energy we've been seeing here for the last 5-6 months, that there are a lot of change going on with the COVID triad of Saturn, Jupiter and Pluto here. So Saturn returning into here, and the lunar eclipse to take place here at the 5th of July. So more energies will come here in play. But since this is quite slow planets, this will unfold during the upcoming 6 months. Okay, and the 13th of July we have Mercury here in Cancer, Mercury is about mind, communication, and ruler of both Virgo and Gemini. We will start to go direct at the 13th of July. So now could be a good time to make agreements, sign deals, go into new work relations or private relations, because now you will be able to see more clear on things. The 20th, we will have a new moon in Cancer, and a moon in Cancer that's about belonging. So this will be a cozy feeling of getting closer to people around you and in your home. Okay, that's the activities that take place here during the month, and let's revise what's actions we have in each sign. So in Aries we will have the Mars energy, so we will be more active this month than previous. And Uranus continue to stay in Taurus, and the Gemini energy will be transferred and combined with Venus that started to go direct here. And Gemini and Venus now helps us to actually see our life path, digging, finding, looking, how will my path be, and what possibilities can what advantages do I have, what resources do I have, what talents do I have that I can actually use here. And for many out there, you will see that you will find new careers that you actually will start off doing, that shows up from absolutely nothing, that it's totally different from what you've been doing before. Because, and here is the help you have for that. Since it's in Gemini, now shifts can go from one thing to the other. The polarity, the duality of Gemini goes swift. So swift changes. And in Cancer, we have some activity here, and not forget that we have the Sun, the spirit energy, combined in this Cancer energy about being emotional, sensitive, caring, loving, and focusing on family and your relatives, your life partners. And the 23rd, the Sun will move from Cancer into Leo, so that will also activate an energy from coziness to more flamboyant, dramatic, proud and passionate energy that will focus on the importance of self-belief. And then we have Virgo, that's not activated any specific, same with Libra and Scorpio this month. And Sagittarius had a lot of activity last month with the solar eclipse and the lunar eclipse, and that's now moved into and take place in Capricorn this month. So here we have a little more activity in the Capricorn. Aquarius, it was more energy in the last month, has no planets, And in June, in Pisces, Neptune started to go retrograde. So we have a lot of retrograde energy this month, both Mercury and Saturn, Jupiter, Pluto, and Neptune is going retrograde. So that's why I, to sum up, put that retrograde will still be the major energy here, but the shift from July is that we will be more in more home cozy and more energy active with activation of Aries and Leo. So I also notice here that we have air is not so activated this month. So we see more of the Capricorn earth energy, some of the Cancer Pisces water energy, and lot of activation of fire energy. So if June felt slow, there will be more traction in more things get done in July. Okay, so this is the energies for July 2020, and now we will continue with your sign, zodiac sign reading, and what will happen in your 12 houses. Hello Pisces, and welcome to your July 2020 energy Astro Tarot reading. I have brought forward your beautiful card of Pisces, so you can be here with me overviewing the reading. And I've also taken out your Ascendant card to put behind the first house here, the house of Pisces. And also put out the house cards, the first house card in your Ascendant house, Pisces, and second, and so on, and finalizing with the 12th house card in Aquarius. And today I use my new Chakra Wisdom tarot deck, and I put out one card for each house. I've been sitting here taking in the energies and contemplating about what story that wants to be told here for what you need to know for July 2020 about your energies. And to put in a disclaimer here that, of course, your actions is your decisions and your responsibilities, because the energies I show you here today, it's up to you to act upon them and not act upon them, and how you are responding to them and how they will get manifested in your world is up to you. Opportunities come and go, and sometimes we are able to catch them, and sometimes they evade us because it wasn't the time. It was just a sneak peek for the future. Okay, so let's start here with the first house, where you have your Ace of Cups. The first house is about your physical body, your outlook, your self-image. And with the Ace of Cups here, there are something new taking place, and people can see that. Maybe you have met some new person, or you are being proposed to, or something new some new relationship has formed that creates a new you that people can meet. And in the second house of assets, we have the Hanged Woman. And the second house is about material world, possessions, finance, talent, values. And I sense that you sense stalled here, and that you actually only need to do right now is just to hang on. Not worry. You don't need to need to take a lot of actions. It's just to hang on and be stable here. Because we are in retrograde mood, and there are lots of things that are hidden to us, and we don't know what information is true or false. So to take balanced, well balanced decisions is difficult. So hang on, hang in, hang there. And of course, if you sense that, feel that I have to take a certain decision, of course, do it. But it's a good payoff to be inactive. Seven of Swords, that's the house of perception, speech, thoughts, how you're perceived in social media, dating, discussions, surroundings, sociabilities. The Seven of Swords here is that you are in the feeling of betrayal, and this is the energy of the crown chakra. So you sense that you are not connected to the greater all, and that gives a sense of being deceived, or you cannot trust other people. So just beware that you don't trick yourself here. So I advise to be cautious here, because the moon here tells us that we may be not seeing things clear. And the fourth house, about roots, family, where we live, background, real estate. The King of Wands here says that you will have to be the bold leader, or someone here steps up to be the bold leader to overcome challenges. So there are a need in the fourth house to act with fierce energy, being decisive, act, but not from a childish perspective, or this is a mature, wise, experienced leader that are acting here. So act fiercely and with wisdom. The fifth house here, the fun house, the house of passion, the sex, romance. We have the Four of Cups energy, so there are feelings of being unfulfilled, being disconnected. So you are not connected to your creativity in July. And of course, if something new things are happening here, maybe that's you not have enough energy for this. The focus is on another place, and maybe I see this is quite an emotional card, and the green is about heart chakra, that you not feel secure. And of course, with Mercury in your fifth house going retrograde, a part of a month, that will bring in insecurities. And passion and creativity flower better in being in a secure place. And the sun goes into your 6th house of everyday work, everyday routines. And here the devil shows up. And the devil is about addiction, greed, envy, materialism, compulsion. And I sense that in your everyday life, addiction has come in and playing tricks with you. It could be addiction to drugs, it could be overdoing washing your hands because you're afraid of getting caught by the COVID bacteria, avoidance of relationships, drinking to calm you, or something is some addictive behavior, avoiding behavior, or something that's to avoid something, or is getting to you here and disturbing the everyday routines for you. And in the 7th house of important relationships, we have the King of Cups. So there you are able to be a great support to other people and to an important person in your life. And I'm looking out here what we have in other houses here. I sense that the 1st house, a new beginning, a new you, a new feelings, and the King of Cups, that has shown up an important person here on a personal level. That's bring a new dynamic, that bring happiness and joy to your life. Even though there are struggle in other areas here, they are coming in an emotional stabilizing happy energy that gives you energy. In the 8th house here of intimacy or investments or other people money, that's balance out the 2nd house of assets and cash flow and income. We have the energy of 4 of Wands here. So there are you're celebrating here. So I sense that this house is stable and your investments are going well. So where you have invested your resources, it is paying off and giving secureness. In the 9th house, the house of travel, you have difficulty to accept that there are constraints in traveling here, and you're stuck in the sense that I want to be on my every year travel to abroad with my family for summer vacation or autumn leave or something like that, and you're struggling with accepting that it's actually this is something you can't change. It's something that you need to accept. And the 10th house of career and reputation, you have the King of Pentacles. So your hard work has been paid off, and there will be possibilities that actually a new job offer comes to you, and that more responsibility can come into you, because people know that you are a competent and trustworthy member in the work team. And here in the 11th house of community, you have the star here, the guidance and Of course, you have your 11th house in Capricorn, where we have all these COVID triad planets, Saturn, Jupiter, Pluto, meeting and creating dynamics for change. And also the lunar eclipse on the 5th of July, and that's also creating change in this house of accomplishment. So I sense that this dynamics will continue and finalize in December. So you don't have any definite information here right now, more than you are guided and you will be guided with love from the cosmos, from the divine, and you will get everything you need. The bowl here running over. And this green energy, you will be in your heart chakra energy, so you will be able to access everything that you have in your heart, and everything on the below other three chakras: the base chakra, the sacral chakra, the solar plexus chakra. And the 12th house, the 6 of Cups, is showing up and giving the energy of the 12th house is about retreat, escape, hide, or release in the unconscious. So the keeps of 6 of Cups says that yes, you are there doing that work that's belong to the 12th house. You're remembering back to nostalgic moments, innocence, reunions, familiarity, gifts. So you are probably getting contacted with people from the past, or you contacting people from the past. And if it's something that need to be cleared out and settled or remade, that will be done under this month. And this will also be work that will be continuing. And but it will give more stability to you to meet the new that will start in a new cycle that will later start on in the first house and travel around here. I have got the sense during this reading to get calmer and calmer and calmer, and getting the sense of being stable in my root chakra. So I sense I take on that feeling that you also will have here. And I see there are not so many root chakra cards here, more than the new beginning here in the first house. You are more in the heart chakra, you will be in the throat chakra, and you will be in the third eye, and connected via your crown chakra to the collective knowledge. So you will be in the higher energies during July, and that will be possible because you are very grounded right now. So great reading. I will do an extended reading here that will be posted on Patreon, so please become a patron where you can access your extended reading. Otherwise, our ways get parted for July here, but hang on and see what cards I will add on each house. I will do that before I close the video here. So, clarifying cards for July 2020, energy reading for Pisces. What more information do they need to know? What more information do Pisces need to know? This card wants to jump out, so I think that is the overlaying energy, the energy for the month, the 7 of Cups. There are many choices, many roads opening up, that you can decide to take new paths that are on your life path, but that you not have seen and not been able to harvest the energies from, and gathering the resources from that. Okay. So the first house here, Ace of Cups, will be clarified with 3 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles, and 9 of Cups, and 2 of Cups reversed. And the second house, the Hangman Woman, will be clarified with 7 of Wands, 10 of Cups, and the Devil. And the third house card, 7 of Swords, will be clarified with 3 of Swords, Queen of Wands in reverse, and 2 of Wands. Fourth house card, King of Wands, clarified with 5 of Wands, the Empress, and come back again here. So it's important for you in the 4th family house. New choices will show up. It will be difficult to make choices. 5th house, 4 of Cups, will be clarified with 5 of Swords, Ace of Swords, and 5 of Cups. And the Devil card in the 6th house, clarified with King of Swords, 4 of Pentacles, and 7 of Swords come back here, that you have in your 3rd house. And the 7th house, King of Cups, clarified with 9 of Pentacles, 6 of Swords, and the Moon. And the 8th house, 4 of Wands, clarified with 2 of Pentacles, Page of Cups, and Queen of Swords. The 2 of Swords in the 9th house, clarified with 3 of Cups, Page of Pentacles, and the Death card. And the 10th house, Knight of Coins, clarified with the Chariot, 9 of Wands in reverse, and King of Wands. The 11th house, the Star, is clarified with King of Cups, the Emperor, and a Hierophant. And the 12th house, 6 of Cups, clarified with 8 of Cups, the Justice card, and the High Priestess in reverse. Okay, this is the cards for the extended reading for July. Thank you for viewing, Pisces, and have a great July, and take care. Bye bye.